All right, today we are going to do some readings. I'm going to do one reading or two, depending on what our list says, with our crystal ball. Okay, this is a crystal ball. We've been reading from our crystal ball before, but I've never put it on YouTube. So, what we're going to do today is read from the crystal ball. We're also going to read some tarot for some people. Please note that when I do these readings, I cannot sometimes tell what the question is for people. It's kept confidential. So, therefore, we cannot um, um, disclose information like that. So, when people ask me a question, they are trusting that I'm going to respect their question. The things they tell me are confidential, and therefore I am able to have the client's privacy kept. And we're on YouTube. I don't think I or anyone would like it if somebody took our personal information and put it on a social network like this. That's another reason why it's done that way. If you would like your question aired or feel that I should air people's questions, then the people that do give me permission to do that, I can start doing that. I just feel that it's a social network, it's public. I feel that people have a right to their privacy. And a lot of people come to me in trust, they come to me in honesty, they come to me as a person to help them. So, respecting their questions and their problems in life is my duty to them as a client. Now, when we read the crystal ball, the video setup here is, I admit, is awful. I need to set up something new. I am in the works of doing that. I am getting some ideas because I really don't know how to set up a tarot studio, if you will, um, in my home like I would set it up at a fair or at a party or at one of the other events that I do. Um, so I'm working on that. And I apologize that it is awful and realize that. But the knowledge is what you're seeking, not the appearance of how the video is. My skills and knowledge is what I'm giving to you. Now with the crystal ball, we see that it does have its own stand. I was told to take it off its stand, but I like it on its stand. I would normally have some cloth around it, a crystal next to it. I washed it, I've cleansed it. I cleanse it after every reading. Metaphysically, maybe, if you would, energy wise. And when I read into the crystal ball, I see things as well. I get things in my mind, I get thoughts. It's kind of a gateway to the emotions of the person so that I could have instructions on how to help them. It's the same thing with the cards, only this is more of a visualizational tool than it is a physical tool. So, let's get started with the videos of the crystal ball and tarot readings for this week or today. I don't really know what you guys are watching. Some watch it on a weekly basis. Some have a good enough schedule where they can see my everyday videos. So, let's get started. Okay, today's reading is for Josie. What I see is a forest area, and I'm sensing that this forest area is somewhere that you know about. You're regularly there. It's a part of your life, sort of. It may not be the forest, it's part of your life, but you're in an area where you know well. But there's something going on here that there's dead trees, there's dead dead plants. There's not a lot of flowers here. And what I see is that your life is going through this transition, or maybe you're doing something differently now than you were before. And the trees up above are beautiful to you. They're nice, they're great, the sky is wonderful. But as you look down, this area is blank. It's full of dead leaves and dead twigs. There's trees that are at eye level or height level that are no longer producing fruit, as they say. And what I think in your life right now is you need to focus on looking down and seeing what's down there on the path, looking ahead of you at height level or eye level or however you want to say it. I'm a very tall person, so a lot of things are at height level to me. So whatever you see directly in front of you, whatever you feel is around you, those things need to be tended to. Those things need to have work. Those things need to be done, but it's not a lot of work. It's maybe plant a flower here, take down a tree there, maybe leave a tree up and paint it. I see now a few turning into totems, like you've painted the tree, you've made it look beautiful, even though it's a dead tree. It could fall down. Instead of letting it fall down and taking it away, you've made it into something beautiful. And a lot of people have this issue. It's not just yours. And I see that the path ahead, what's above, the sky, it's not hurting you right now. You think it is, or you have a problem with it. What's going on? What's this clouds doing? What's the sun doing? The trees and the birds above me, what are they doing? When right in front of you there could be a duck passing by on a path going down to the body of water. There could be butterflies flying around and you're missing it. And that needs more sprucing up. I don't really know how to explain it, but it needs to be beautiful. And it's your job to do that. It's a very simple task. It doesn't, few plants here, like I said, and a few things there. Nothing major. Nothing major is happening right now. It just needs to be looking at a different area, is all. And that's what the ball is telling me at this time for you. It's a very good reading. Nothing bad. Just some changes. And I know changes are hard. They're hard for everyone. And thank you for letting me read. All right, our next reading is for Janine. Janine has gotten a question to us. I'm going to relax. I see a body of water with trees around it, and I see a boat in the middle. Boats a lot of times represent a journey, but this is like an old rowing boat, like a wooden style rowing boat. See a canoe with oars or paddles on it, green, and it comes up and it goes back. But there's no one in the other boat. There's no way to row it. What I think is happening is that you're stuck somewhere. You're stuck on a journey. You're stuck on a style of life that you have. The direction of this boat is coming out. The other one is. There's no one in it because I don't really see who's there. Okay. I do see the boats have nobody in them. But what I do see is that the canoe is trying to come up to the other boat as if it's trying to help it. it realizes that it can't and goes back. I realize now as I look further that there's bubbles around the water every now and then. Releasing of air, releasing of energy, releasing of something from the bottom. I feel that these bubbles are telling me that air is being released. It's a releasement. They get to the surface, they pop. I think that's what's happening with your emotions. Emotions get to the surface and then they go away. You're hiding them. They're gone. They're released. What I'm seeing about the canoe is it's going up to this boat to help, but you're not letting the help. There's someone in your life right now. I see this as a close friend or somebody very close to you, offering help in certain situations, and you're just sitting there. They'll go away, they'll let things ride out, maybe situational calmings, if you will, and then I see that they'll come back. And this is okay to a degree, but you have to open up. You're going to have to open up. You're going to have to talk. I see now people standing at the shore. They're standing at the shore and they're waving to the boats as if they're trying to give directions. And I think this is family, close friends, people that are very close to you in your life. They're trying to tell you that that canoe is there, that this person is trying to help with your life, trying to help with the situation, trying to be involved in what's going on. And we need to pay attention to everyone, but I see that there's no waves, so it's not an urgency. The body of water is extremely overwhelmingly calm, which is a warning to me that things are okay everywhere, that it's just your feelings and emotions and tidings and everything else that I see here happening. You need to let those other people help you. You need to let these close family and friends be able to put their input in and help as well. Don't just sit there in the middle of the water. Go somewhere. If you don't want to be near these other people, go to the other shore. Go to a stream that exits the body of water that leads to something else. Okay? And I feel that this is very important for you right now in your life. And this is happening quickly, and it needs attention so that you can get out of this body of water, return to land, and have a productive life. I feel this body of water is put in the middle of the land for a reason. That it wasn't there before, it's just there now. And there you sit in a boat. Okay, that's what I see for you. The reading is sort of a troubled warning. I don't see anything else bad happening to you. Thank you for letting me read. All right, our next reading is for Sarahbelle. I hope I'm saying the name right. Sarahbelle has some issues, and we would like to help her with them. I'm going to relax. I'm now going to begin to read the ball. Sarahbelle, I get a park. Regular park with a body of water next to it. A path. Playground. I see you walking on this path with your head down as if you're sad or contemplating. There's children playing, there's people playing a sport over in another field. It looks like volleyball. There's ducks on this water area, children feeding them. But you're totally oblivious to everything. You're focused on your thoughts. I see that things have happened in your life recently that is going through a change for you. I feel that this walk is helping you, but you're not seeing the beauty of the park. There's beautiful trees, there's birds singing. There's a lot of things that you could take in instead of focusing on your thoughts. And a lot of times what happens is that we do this a lot. We get warped up, wrapped up, bound up, if you will. The word binding and bounding is a word that's coming to my head. I see rope around your hands. They're not tied together, but the rope is there, as if you've broken this bondage, and now you just walk with the rope on your hand, as if whatever happened is still part of your life. You need to shake off the ropes. And a lot of this is what normal people do. We focus so much on what we've done before or have done or what's going on that what's around us we don't watch. And the beauty of this park, it's like one of those parks in the inner city, the busy cities all around it, the noise, the honking, the cabs, the trucks, the buses, the everyday traffic. And here you are walking through this park with your head down, not paying attention to the beautiful scene that's outside of the normal city life. I see clouds sometimes fly over gray ones of this park, like it's going to rain, but it's not going to rain. It didn't rain. No rain is falling from the sky. And when those clouds come over, your head lifts up and you look around. Of course, then what you see is people thinking there's going to be a rainstorm. So what you're seeing is always somebody preparing for that rainstorm. What I think should happen now in your life is start looking up when there's no clouds in the sky. When you have your head down and you know there's sun, look up. Just look at the sky. Look at the blue sky. Look at the trees. You can still block out everybody else, but it'll slowly put you in a mindset where whatever's hurting, I see hurt, I see some kind of emotional contemplation, thoughts that are emotional for you that may be true, may not be, maybe thoughts that you have of stuff, maybe ideas or opinions, but they can be released so that you can enjoy that park. Okay? There's people walking by you with dogs, there's people on bikes. Pay attention to them, watch them, look at the dog, nod at the dog. Pay attention to the ducks and the waterfowl. Listen to the birds. Start getting out of this feelings that you have. I don't feel these feelings are yours. I feel other people have given them to you. And like a gift that anybody gives you, you can hold on to it and get rid of it at any time. And these are what we do with thoughts. We do get rid of other thoughts people give us. And I think that's what you need to do. If you need anything, I am here for you. Just let me know. And that is what the crystal ball is telling me for you.